Bible says that we're to live our lives here as strangers and aliens. So the bottom line is, most people who run up on me down here, they do think I'm kind of strange. You know, I say, Jesus number one, boys. That's the only way I know of we're getting out of here. Unless y'all have another better idea. Most people kind of scratch their head and say, So I'm putting my faith in the biblical record. At least I have a great hope when I physically die of having my body resurrected from the ground. It's very simple. If Jesus of Nazareth was who he said he was, I am convinced, based on my study of the Bible, that I'm coming out of the ground too. If he came out, I'm coming out. And if he didn't come out of the ground, I don't think anyone's coming out of the ground. So I'm putting my faith in him. So I told my wife, I said, in order to get away from all of my old friends and all of this, temptation, running after dollar bills, whatever. I said, we need to find us a little place down there, and I'm going to fish the river. I'm going to build duck calls. I said, we will make it. She said, hey, let's go for it. So we ended up down here and at the end of the road in these woods down here. Basically, all I do is fish the river, and I build duck calls. In my mind, that's going to be hard to top, but I guess it's according to what a man wants, you know. But that's pretty well what got me down in here. The Almighty, I guess, fear of the Almighty.
When I die, don't cry. Dance, sing, but don't cry when I die. When I die, you say, he made it because I watched him as he walked through the years.
What's going on, guys? Today, we're going to start by cutting the grass. Finally, the rain has stopped, and I think we'll stop long enough, and the ground is just dry enough that I can cut the grass. Let's do it. So, I know a lot of people complain about grass cutting videos. I ain't done one in over a year. Unfortunately, this video is going to start by cutting thy grass because it needs it so badly bad. Sorry, it's very humid out here. It's why I have no shirt on, guys. Pay no mind to the dad bod. Okay, now let's go get thy lawnmower out. If I can even get my other door, I haven't even opened that door in so long. Sometime last week, my spring busted out of the wood. I'm about to put a new piece of 2x4 on there and drill a hole in it, anchor it down like that. So that's another job that needs to be done here in the near future. Perfect. Put Fix-A-Flat in it a few weeks back. Hey, look! Dang, man, it threw the spring pin all the way on the other side of the garage over here. Oh, I can use the way over there. All right, guys, let's fire her up and get to cutting some grass.
Dave's mowing. I'm gonna be doing housework. I know, it scared Mama. Oh. He doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna string that line back across as tight as he can so I can hang clothes up to dry after I start a load of laundry. He's got me standing here holding the camera, so I slept till like 1 o'clock today. Apparently I needed it, I don't know. He actually left me alone for the most part, not all the way, but more than what he normally does. So good job, babe.
See how much more cleared out the garden is? The other day, me and Sammy spent like an hour pulling weeds out of it. It's all the weeds. I'm gonna chop them all up. But I'll show you that clip right now. All right, guys, grass is done for the most part. Like I said, do a little bit of weed eating, but I'm not stressing on that right now. Looks good, everything's chopped down. The garden is fairly weeded. Onions going crazy. Look at those carrots, man. Lettuce, it's wild. The difference it makes just in one full day, in a 24-hour, how big of a difference you can see in them. So when they start going, they start going. What is the deal? Why am I not seeing broccoli sprouts or cucumber sprouts, or why is it not producing? Like, it's obviously growing super healthy, but it's not spitting sprouts. Anyone got any idea? That's another thing. I am gonna go separate that tomato plant. And said yes to separate it. I can run the roots underwater and it'll help them fall apart easier. So we'll take care of that today. Just waiting on food to grow, man. I really wish it would start kicking them up. Especially that cucumber plant, it's absolutely huge. None of the broccoli have any sprouts on them yet. Why is that, guys? This lettuce right here, that's another question. That type of lettuce, I can't actually tell you the real name of it. Is that the lettuce? Like what's on top? Or is it growing a head of lettuce under the ground? Help me out there if you know. The plant itself looks delicious. Look at those broccoli plants, tons of them. All right, guys, I'm gonna put the mower up and stuff, and then we'll get into the next thing that needs to be done. It is the next day. Man, after cutting the grass yesterday, I was beat. Really didn't do nothing else yesterday after cutting the grass. Obviously, don't seem that way on film, but that was like 5 hours just to cut all the grass. And I still didn't even get all of it. I forgot to get the backyard that I got fenced in, so I still got to push mow that. So going through the comments of my video before last, whenever I separated the tomatoes and all that, I know it was my last video, Jan says that I do need to separate a single plant out of these 4 that I've got here. The grapevine, it's not dying. I mean, it actually looks like it might be turning a little green. Once we're able to see some growth on it, then we can throw some Miracle-Gro on it. But it says, do not fertilize it or mess with it until you start to see growth in the vine. So, back to what we were doing. Right here, we are going to separate a single plant out of these 4. Actually, I want to take my post hole digger, and I believe what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to dig like 4 holes in the ground here, and I'm going to put a few tomato plants directly in the ground and see how they do. Something good, lasting, line supreme. Just gonna make them mix a Miracle Grow, give them all a good swig, and then we'll just see. Because if they ain't already, they're gonna start looking like they're dying. Go grab 3 more cages. I think I got 3 over there. That might be all I have is those 3, but yeah, there's people that were commenting saying they've never seen a fully matured tomato plant in planters. I feel like I have. I can't remember who it was, but I remember someone back when I was a kid, they had tomatoes growing on their porch upside down out of a bucket, and the plant was growing out of the bottom and spreading. I know it's possible, but hey, now we've got 3 in the actual ground and we've got 3 above ground. Yeah, I was hoping it'd grab all of them. That's exactly what we got, guys. 3 of them. Oh wait, no, there's another one over here. 4. We can put 1 more down. Look at there. This one's about a little beat up. And we got our 3 cages. One over there. I can probably get 2 cages built out of that one. Just gotta break it down, straighten it up, but we're not gonna mess with that right now. We're just gonna go put these cages on the outside in the ground tomatoes. I should have done like Jan said and ran the roots underwater. I hope I didn't kill them by breaking too many of the roots. But I mean, I did it exactly how I did the other one, so, and they came back. Now we just gotta see if they start perking back up. I'm sure they will. I also peeled back the leaves on the bottom part of it and buried it like almost half the plant. Can't remember, one of y'all was telling me that you do that and it actually grows more roots. It's just more of a root system. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tomato plants the proper way, outside by themselves. And honestly, on down the road, once I can make some more tubes. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna move all of my tomato plants to the middle of the building there. So they'll all be close to each other. Tomato gardens for these 4 to start kicking back to life. They will. They will. Watch. Exactly what that did. Look how nice. All right, guys. Now we just sit back and let it grow. I know there's other things I need to take care of. So I was just sitting here thinking about it and looking at it. Once I get the chance and start adding more of the planters that I built and get about, I don't know, maybe 9 more, have 10 of those planters. Imagine this whole area between the buildings with 10 of those exact planters, a row of 5 here and a row of 5 there, and have a little tomato city right there. How cool would that look? That's gonna be a definite plan in the future, which what already was as far as building those planters, because I really like that planter. It turned out really, really cool. I was also thinking you could make some of those planters right there, dig a hole under the ground, loosen the dirt up, and make the planter bottomless. You know what I'm saying? And then I could plant the tomato in the planter, but it would be able to grow a root system all the way into the ground and just have that my permanent little tomato area, because that's the place I was going to put the chickens. But as we know, the NATOs took my what little bit of a beginning of a chicken coop, tore it down, slammed it to the ground, so I took it all apart. So I've got all the wood right over here. I was telling Sam, that's fine, honestly. Instead of just standing there staring at the wood I've got when I need something built, I'm just gonna tear it down, use that wood for whatever comes up, and then when we're able to go buy the material to do the chicken coop, I wanna buy everything I need so that I can start it and finish it all in one go. It just kind of made more sense than having 1,200 foot of 2x4s, just a half of a chicken coop sitting there. So, I haven't showed you guys yet, but this happened, the tornado that almost hit us. Took out my sign, man. Busted it all up. But thank God I found all the pieces, so I think I might be able to glue her back together. But that stinks, man. I was super proud of that sign. That was my very first sign that I ever made. I'll get her put back together. Threw it all the way across. Wham! Okay. I need to get a chainsaw really, really bad, because I need to start chopping that tree up over there and fix my fence. From here, we are going to, we got pine saw. We seen a video the other day that if you spray Pine Sol around the perimeter of your buildings and your home, it repels snakes. So we're gonna give it a try. We got some Pine Sol. And then I'm going to fix Sammy's clotheslines. She wants new rope tied on the clothesline, so she'll have outside clothesline. That's what we're about to take care of. My mom bought us a sprayer years ago.
This, it says it's new. So this one container, this is why I'm telling you to save me a little bit, because it's so concentrated. So one of these actually equals 2. It's so, are you listening to me? It's very, very concentrated. Thank you.
And we'll add about a 1/4 gallon of water. Good job, Mom. It's a good sprayer.
It is a very good sprayer.
Mama loved that. Alright guys, so we're gonna hang Sammy's clothesline back up. Looks like it ain't been used in 150 years.
I used it the last year.
Huh.
And then I came back out here and I didn't see any wire.
We got it. We got the rope untied and ready to tie.
No, get back.
Hopefully
No.
50 feet will be enough. I don't know if we'll be able to get both sides. We might.
Well, that sucks because I need as much as I possibly can. Yeah, whenever I used it last year,
They
though.
break.
I know, it was like hanging really bad. But what's wrong with that? The other side.
They're just old
No.
and weathered.
I meant right here.
Through that little sucker.
Yeah.
Dang, this may only be enough for one
One
side.
side.
Of that.
Yeah.
Is this 50 feet?
I thought that's what you said it was.
No, I mean the. Dang it. If it's going to be one, I need to put it on this side. Oh, what the?
What happened when you cut?
No, I didn't cut nothing on there.
Oh.
That is so crazy. Yeah, right there. There you go.
That's good, baby.
One down. Now let's see if we can make this work. 50 feet of rope, and it only got one side and not even a half of the other. Okay. We might be able to do the one whole side with this rope. It'd probably be best to get like some baling wire and run it across there. Okay, you hold that end. I want to see if it's long
That's what I was trying to do earlier. Well, no.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and tight. Nice and tight.
There you go. See if that'll get it rolling. Probably not. It's super, super, super wet. As you can see, I stirred the top a little bit and only like an inch down. That's literally looks like it's been sopping in a puddle of water 5 days, because it has. I mean, let's be real. Hercules,
Get up here, Bubba.
come on. Hurt. Get up here, boy. Come on. Come on, let's walk him down the bridge. You wanna go down the bridge, Bubba? You wanna go down the bridge? I know you do. That's why you keep looking at me. He freaking loves it.
Keep you in the spaces that are open.
Come on.
Look at the surroundings.
Yeah, good stuff, huh, Bob? Can we go down to the water?
Yeah, you better.
Come on. Art, come on. Look at those new holes right there at my steps.
What?
That big old hole right there.
They falling?
No, something made a hole to go under the ground. Right there, right there, right there. There's one right there.
Where?
Don't go too far. Come on, Hart. I wonder what those holes are. There's tons of them all over my stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's one on the front of the step. 7. I wonder if they're snake holes.
I don't know. But
Do snakes dig down underneath the ground?
so.
Y'all let me know. Do snakes make tunnels under the ground? Could those holes be snake holes on my steps? Lord, I hope not. I'll just seal them in eventually and then get more rock and make it even more rock. I'd like to, honestly, in my head, I would like to make this whole piece a rock path. Wouldn't that be cool, babe? To make from the bridge to the steps all rock, a flat rock walkway right through there. It'd be really cool. Everything that's just dirt right here, turn that into a big old rock patio. And the bridge has been tested because maybe last week or week before, we got a lot of rain. It was one of the tornadoes and stuff came through. And I came back here and water was rushing onto the bridge.
It was that high?
Yep. And it didn't budge. Didn't even try to budge. I watched it. So I think we're good there. It's gonna take a really big flood for it to wash it out. And still then, I don't even know if it's gonna mess with it because I buried those stakes like 3.5 feet into the ground. You have fun, my old man. Come on. He keeps slowing down, hoping I'll change my mind.
Ow! Did you see that?
What'd you do?
Ow! That shocked my arm when I was coming through. It got caught right here.
Oh, and you ran into
I
it.
walked right into it and it shocked my arm. You were totally oblivious.
Thinking of her doing that reminds me of that. But it's a little girl and someone scares her and she turns to run and she wham right into the wall. It cracks me up every freaking time. And then there's another one where a little girl's trying to do the disappear thing with the blanket.
Oh.
She's like, I'm gonna disappear. It's okay. And she drops it and she runs right into the door jam.
And then, but she catches herself and then she
Took her a
goes
second and then she took off. She disappeared. All right, guys, so I think I'm gonna call it good on this video. I hope y'all had fun hanging out with us. I know there really wasn't a whole lot going on, but hey, that was just a little bit of my past 2 days. So we love you guys. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Y'all know what to do. Till next time, stay blessed.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.